Live.
That says we're live.
Okay. Hey guys, we're just testing out, making sure our feed's good, but we're going to start our conversation here in a moment. Yep, looks like we're live. Fantastic. Well, I know Pat's got a limited battery, so let's go ahead right into it.
Yep.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Disc Golf Examiner. Jeff is my man in the blue shirt. Where are you in comparison to me, Jeff?
I'm over here.
Okay, well then that's Jeff. And below me, we have Pat Graziani from Pittsburgh Flyng Disc. He is the president of the Pittsburgh Flyng Disc. Pat, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Brian. How are you?
Very good. So excited to have you back on to talk about the Pittsburgh Flyng Disc Open. It's actually an NT this year. It's such big news. We're really excited to have another big tournament coming through town. We thought we'd have you on since you're running it. Maybe you can give us some details about it. Just run us through what the event is.
All right, so the Pittsburgh Flyng Disc Open is back on the NT Tour this year. It is August 25th through the 27th at Moraine State Park. We're only using one course for logistics purposes, and should be a really awesome event. Looking forward to seeing all the best players in the world come through again and just tear the course up and make us all feel bad.
Yeah, maybe Macbeth can set a few more records while he's here.
Yeah, maybe someone could shoot in the 40s this time around.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, we're super excited about this NT coming through. Can you give us some more information? Any big events going on during the Pittsburgh Flyng Disc Open?
So right now we're still working on the logistics of them, but we're planning on having a bunch of lead-up events into the main event that weekend throughout the week for the local community to enjoy. So this isn't just for the touring pros. This is for all of us here in Pittsburgh to really enjoy this experience of having a big-time tournament come through. But right now, one day, Dude will be running a flex start event. I'm working with Sun King right now. They want to run some kind of event or coincide with a league or something. Mm-hmm. And the PDGA is running a free clinic on Wednesday at 6 p.m. at Nob Hill Park. And they're going to have 4 touring pros there teaching us how to actually play disc golf.
And that's on Wednesday.
That's on Wednesday. That is the only one that's actually 100% set so far.
Sure. Well, that sounds like something I want to be at. I can't wait.
And we're also planning on running a Bring Your Own Partner doubles event on the Sunday before. That is a USDGC doubles qualifier for amateur players. It runs on the USDGC doubles is running as. It's not an amateur major, but it's using the same rules where if you've taken cash, you're not allowed to play in it. But we're planning on running that on Sunday leading into the event. Top couple teams will get an invite to go play in Rock Hill the week of the USDGC and play some dubs down there.
Man, that's going to be really exciting. I do want to mention to anybody who's watching right now, we are live. Please send in your questions if you have anything about the Pittsburgh Flyng Disc Open. Now, we're at Moraine State Park. I know I saw Jay Gary out there. He's putting a lot of work into the course this week. How many people do you have helping out right now getting ready for the tournament?
The list is pretty long. It'd be tough for me to list everyone off the top of my head.
Right.
But it's a big time group effort. Nobody could do this alone. The logistics of the event are far more than anything I imagined going into it. And tomorrow, actually, we're going to be having a work day at Moraine. If anybody can come out between 11 and 4:30, we're going to try and finish off hole 2. It's there's a lot to do still. We have to clear that OB line on 2, and that's a big project. It's probably the longest OB line on the course because it spans both sides of the creek.
That's sort of that's kind of goes all over the place.
Yeah, it's kind of one where the only spot anybody's probably going to go in is up at the ditch at the top. And we cleared that out the other day. Jay Gary and Brian Anna and Matt McMillan and myself got that cleaned up from the big tree that fell over in the springtime. But there's still a lot to do. And then next Saturday, we're also having a big work day to try and get holes 12 and 13 done. Just clean up the deadfall and really just pretty up the course. Moraine's beautiful as is, so now it's just details.
You mentioned it's been a long journey to get to this point. You're about 20 days away now from the PFDO, and we first had you on the podcast when it was just being announced, and that was back in December or November of last year. It's been a while. So what's the journey been like to this point? How have you seen things come together, and how have things developed over the last 8 months?
I mean, to be honest, it's not as together as I had hoped it would be this far out, but we're making progress now. It's just, it's so much work just to coordinate with all these sponsors and make sure that you're representing everybody how they want to be represented with the event, and, just trying to get players and trying to get the registration full, getting the community involved to get out to these work days and do their part to make the event as strong as it can be, and getting volunteers to run the event. Like there's so much more than I ever envisioned back last, September, when I first inquired about it to the PDGA.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge project, and
it is a huge project.
You have a great support team with you. People helping you out, people from the Pittsburgh Flying Disc. So I mean, you're here. So it's 20 days away, and it's just the final details.
Yep, just getting everything finalized now, and getting ready to welcome the best players in the world back to Pittsburgh. Should be super exciting. I don't know if you've looked at the registration list, but it's pretty top heavy.
I'm looking at that right now. I'm just going to read off some names because it feels good. How about let's see, we got Paul Macbeth, we got Paul Ulibarri, we have Nate Sexton, Ricky Wysocki, Zach Melton, Eric Oakley, Drew Gibson, Dustin Keegan, Eagle McMahon, Cameron Todd. The list just goes on and on. We even have Chris Warfield coming back down. This is great. This is a fantastic. That's just the men's division. I mean, with the women, we have Paige Pierce, Holly Finley, Hannah Leatherman, Katrina Allen, Madison Walker, and Sarah Hokum. That'll be fantastic to see all of them playing this year. This is it's starting to look like a really huge event. What do you think contributed to this? What's bringing all these pros here for this?
Oh, I mean, we're adding 7,500 added cash. I know we're not Ledgestone with 200,000 added cash, but we put the work in to get that. And, that the PDGA National Tour is the oldest of the big tours, and it's definitely, in my opinion, the most prestigious of them still, because the World Tour and the Pro Tour are still only in their second year. So I think that contributes to it. The PDGA upped the ante this year, and they put more cash towards the overall champion of the NTs. I don't remember what it went up to, but it was a significant increase over previous years. And I don't know. And obviously Moraine is an amazing course, and who wouldn't want to play it?
Yeah, it really is fantastic. One of the best courses around. I'd say it's up there in skill level. It's like people around here, they can't decide which is harder, Moraine or Deer Lakes.
I think Deer Lakes is harder, but I like Moraine a lot more.
Yeah. So as far as sponsorship goes this year, do we have any sponsors you want to mention?
Discraft is our presenting sponsor. Obviously, they're gotta throw out a big thanks to them for all the support that they've given the event. We just picked up Dude Clothing in the past couple weeks. They will be there. They're going to be our course sponsor for the event. Rivertown Brewing is sponsoring the event, and the Marriott Pittsburgh North has put together a generous package for us for the players to get a good rate there, and they're giving us space to do the players meeting and players party at their facility in Cranberry.
Oh, that's great. So when is the players party and meeting?
Meeting and players party are the same night. It's that's on the 24th, the night before the event starts, because we're running tee times, so we can't do the players meeting the morning of like your typical 2-day tournament. So we're running it the night before, getting everybody's questions out of the way and answered, and just giving them the information they need. Giving them their tee times, and it should be interesting. I've not run an event with tee times yet, so.
So you have media coverage of it. Do you want to go into any of that a little bit?
Joe Mez will be covering the MPO lead card for the weekend, so you'll be able to see that on YouTube. I know you guys are planning on doing something.
Yeah, we got
100% locked down what that something is yet, but you're kind of.
We got our hands in a little bit of everything right now. We're going to be taking photos. We're going to be taking video, so it's going to be all over the place and a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then I'm sure Home Slice would like to get involved. I haven't talked to Brad yet, but
yeah, I've been talking with Brad a little bit. He said we may be able to get some aerial shots of the holes so that whenever we do video coverage, we'll have some really nice aerial fly-throughs with his drone. Because if you guys haven't seen Home Slice disc golf stuff, they do disc reviews. And they're fantastic because they actually use a drone to hover above them, and you can actually see, and they usually use a football field. You can kind of see the way the disc flies and how far it flies. So definitely check out Home Slice Disc Golf if you guys are, so inclined to look for disc reviews. And we do them too, but the Home Slice guys have a real unique twist to it.
And I'm not 100% sure of it yet, but I do believe Smashbox is coming to do live coverage. But the PDGA, that's their deal, and they haven't 100% locked it down yet, whether there'll be live coverage or not. But I know the cell signal at Moraine is good enough to do it, so it's just on them whether they're sending a crew or not.
So it'll be well covered.
Hoping to have it very well covered. I mean, that's where we're at right now, isn't it? Like the media coverage of the game is the next big hurdle. That's the next one to get over is great media coverage, and there's a lot of people trying really hard to make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's fantastic right now. We're getting better and better coverage every year. I know Terry does a fantastic job with the live broadcast, and I believe in 2015 we had some live broadcasts as well at Worlds. Spin TV was able to do it, so without much of
it was Disc Golf Planet.
It was Disc Golf Planet. Yeah, you're right.
I don't even know if they still exist, to be honest. I haven't seen them cover anything in a while.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think they've been dormant all year.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen them at any events, but I think they had a paid subscription to watch the events. No.
Uh-oh, you're losing battery.
It's done, man. It's starting to...
All right. Oh, there he goes.
That's the official end of the interview is when Pat's cell phone dies.
He warned me. He said he had 15% battery life on his tablet and 3% battery life on his phone. So he went with the tablet, but I think that's all it got us.
Well, we do have the PFDO coming up August 25th. There'll be players meetings, and if you're local to Pittsburgh, there are more help days coming up. They're going to need your help at Moraine, cleaning up, getting ready, last-minute preparations. Get in touch with the PFDS, which there'll be an announcement on that, I guess, coming up soon. The PFDS, get in touch with them, see what days are available, see what help they need, see how you can help volunteer to get the event up and running at 100%. They need you. They need all of us. We're hoping we can help a little bit by getting the word out, and you'll join them and get over to Moraine and get some work days in.
Yeah, actually, I do want to mention as well, we would love help. If you're a videographer, photographer in our area, we're looking for help for the event as well. We need one or two other people to help cover the event, just because there's so much to do and there's so much to cover. It's definitely something that we could use a few extra hands with. So if you're interested, send us an email on Facebook. It's pretty easy to get a hold of Jeff or I. We're always on. We're always doing this type of thing. Pat's apologizing for the battery issue, but it's fun. We had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks to Pat Graziani from the Pittsburgh Flyng Disc for taking a few moments to speak with us about the Pittsburgh Flyng Disc Open. That's the 2017 Pittsburgh Flyng Disc Open, which is an NT this year, goes from August 25th through the 27th, but there's going to be several other days in there. Apparently, it looks like on the 24th, there's going to be the Players Party. Wednesday, the 23rd, I believe, he said, is going to be a 4 touring pros putting on some type of clinic at Nob Hill. So stay tuned. If you are interested in this event, we will definitely be posting more from it. I'm going to be trying to cover as much as I possibly can, because how often do you have an NT roll through in your home course? It's not every day. So actually for us, it's been once every 2 years so far.
And a big thank you, a big shout out was Discraft, the local Pittsburgh Marriott in Cranberry, and he said Dude Clothing just came on as a sponsor. So if these events are important to you, you may want to support those brands and that Marriott hotel when you're in the area. I think there's even
also Rivertown Brewing.
Brewing, awesome.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They allow us to do an indoor putting league every year, and it's fantastic. They have great beer. I really suggest trying them out whenever you're in town. Hey, if you're a touring pro and you're coming through town, remember we have lots of unique food here in Pittsburgh, and
we put French fries on everything. That's our unique food.
Yeah, that's kind of like our thing. That's what we do. We streamline the whole meal process. You just, you do everything in one bite.
And did you want to make an announcement on some upcoming things you'll be receiving in the mail that you've ordered recently, or is that?
Yes, I should mention that. So I went ahead and did our very first order of T-shirts and hats. So these are really cool. I actually just approved them a couple hours ago, so we should get them maybe the next week and a half. But basically, they're we have white shirts, we have dark gray shirts, we have black shirts with the Disc Golf Examiner logo on it, somewhat like this here. It's really cool to just sort of try this for our first time. If you're interested in a shirt, contact us on Facebook. I'll be able to shoot one out to you for a minimal cost. I mean, just the I'm thinking if it's smaller than a 2X, I could probably do it for like $15, and plus shipping and handling. And I think the hats will be about 20 plus shipping and handling. I haven't worked out the numbers yet. So if you're interested, let us know. You get your hands on very rare and first run Disc Golf Examiner gear.
Yeah, I'm buying the first hat. I already called it.
Yeah, I might actually buy the second hat. I could probably use a hat.
Well, you bought all the hats.
Yeah, technically.
Awesome. So that's the next 10 days. There'll be Disc Golf Examiner T-shirts and hats out there, just for fun, just a little local support. It helps Brian with his travel costs. Brian travels a lot more than I do. I'm usually live from the Brown Room in my house, but Brian is traveling. He's got gas, expenses, tolls, video equipment.
Really, what I want more than anything is to get a drone so that we're able to do more of the fly-throughs and stuff for videos. So, I mean, I've been at this we've been doing this for what, two years now. We've been covering tournaments.
Yeah. So we've had the podcast, the videos.
Yeah.
Before that was just a written blog, like a newspaper. But here we are, and we've grown over 7,000 fans.
Yeah, man. Oh, we should probably mention that. I don't know if we mentioned that last time, but we reached 7,000 fans. We have Travis from Home Slice Disc Golf was our 7,000th subscriber. So thanks to him, and thanks to every one of you for subscribing and liking us. We'd really love to get some more subscribers on YouTube. So definitely, join us on YouTube, like us on Facebook. We always appreciate all your comments, your feedback, your shares. I got critiqued the other day on my form on a disc review, and I loved it because I'm not perfect. I'm very much an amateur player, and I love it whenever I get feedback to make myself play a little better, because I have been lately. Well, I guess that's going to do it for us today, Jeff, right?
That'll do it. I think I think when your interview's phone dies, you're done.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us today on the Disc Golf Examiner. Until next week, keep banging those chains.